Hi there, Michael here with another video devlog of Radio General. As usual, life has been pretty busy, so these video devlogs, their rate of production may slow down a bit. Maybe they'll come out once a month. Hopefully, we'll speed that up in the future sometime, but for now, things are pretty busy. Anyway though, we have three things to go over in this video. The first is the most visible change that I've made, which is the UI, and right now what you're looking at is the old UI. So, for the old UI, in order to send an order to a unit, you had to click on a number of these drop-down menus here near the bottom of the screen, okay? And during playtesting, a number of people commented that it was cumbersome due to the number of clicks you had to make. So I'm going to slowly count out the number of clicks you had to make in order to send a unit. So first off, you had to click on the leftmost drop-down, the recipient drop-down, to open up that menu. So that's the first click. The second click would be, who do you want to send the order to? So I'd select Able if that's who I want to send an order to, so that's 2 clicks. The third click would be, I had to click on the order drop-down itself, and this gives us a list of orders I can give my units. And the fourth click is actually selecting which order I want to do. And the fifth click would be to send the actual order, okay? So that's at minimum 5 clicks to send a single order, and that's definitely pretty slow. It's pretty cumbersome. It could be fewer clicks if you only want to change the recipient and not the order type, but often you have to switch. Often you have to, like, say, get report status, then tell someone to move somewhere, and then go talk to the next guy and get them to report their status, and then move them somewhere else. So it was a lot of clicking. It was just far too much clicking and pretty slow and cumbersome. All right. So I decided to make a new UI. So let's take a look at that. All right. So I just turned down the game speed to 0 so nothing happens now. All right. So the new UI here we can see is at the bottom. On the left, we can see a list of your units here, and these are the recipients of your orders. And on the right, we see these buttons, which are the orders themselves represented by icons. Okay. So with this new design, we actually have much finer control over who we're sending the orders to. We can select one person, all the people, or, some of the people. So here we can just click on any of them to select who exactly we want to receive the order. Maybe I only want Abel and Baker to receive the next order. Well, perfect. You can do that. And we have these handy buttons here, and of course we can make those hotkeys to select all or deselect all, that sort of thing. So to select a unit, at minimum would just be 1 click, and then to send an order, you actually just click on whichever order button you want to send to the unit. So if I want to ask Able what is it they're doing, I'm going to click that. So that was 2 clicks.
1203, Able, we're at a forest, at J10. We've suffered no casualties. Our morale is
good. And of
good.
course I still have the terrible Windows text-to-speech. Now that's alright though. So as you can see, that's 2 clicks. So it'd be 1 click to select the unit, 1 click to select the order itself. So that's 2 clicks compared to the 5 from before. So, far better click economy per action. That's for sure. Okay. And with that, we can also display more information. So I actually like the icons a lot better. I think people are I think quite a few people are better at learning visually. And of course, I'll make little tooltips, prompts pop up when you mouse over them. But we can display some information about the units themselves. Here we can show the name of the unit. We can show what type of unit it is. So here we can see I have a scout or recon company and 2 regular just rifle companies. And of course on the right, the little red number here, we can see the actual unit size or how many guys are in that company. Okay, so name, and we can also change the portraits too. So we made the scouts, they were little berets or something, and the other companies, they wear helmets. Okay, so we can change the looks of those units too, so you can tell just by glancing at it. So it conveys a lot more information than just, their name from before. So I think that's a pretty big improvement. It's far nicer. I still have yet to put it in front of my playtesters, so we'll have to see what they think about that. But I think it's certainly a lot nicer, and so I spent a lot of time doing that. All right. The next change that I made was units can now have camouflage. Okay? So units now have asymmetric lines of sight. This means that if a unit can see an enemy, that enemy doesn't necessarily see you. So I'll explain. I'm going to hit tab here. So now we're going to show all the units currently on this one mission. And of course I have the game speed set to 0, so everything's paused. Nobody's moving right now. So if we look at this guy over here, we'll be examining Able here. If I make the game speed just go slow here, there should be some units that'll come out and patrol up and down this road. And we'll take a look at their sight lines. Units in forests should be more hidden, and it will take, more time. You'll have to get closer to spot them, and they'll be able to see you regularly. They'll have regular line of sight. So let's just speed this up here. So I'm going to increase the game speed, and we'll see this patrol come down here. All right. And now it may be worth talking about, what are these colored circles around each unit? Well, the outer circle is normally how far a unit can see, and the inner circle is the engagement range. So if there's an enemy unit within that inner circle, you can shoot at them. All right. So
12:55, Able, we've spotted a medium-sized enemy company, Tango 3, at a road, at M10.
And I don't even need to explain anything. Able is
northwest.
already telling you what's going on. So Able can now see that enemy unit. So notice the little blue line. So I made when you see each other, I made a line drawn between them just to debug it more easily. So Able can see this enemy unit. But notice that there's no red line coming from Tango to see Able. So this guy cannot see Able. He'll have to come closer because Able is within the trees. They're hidden. Okay. So that also means that we can implement ambushes. So if this unit doesn't see Able until Able actually shoots at them, they'll be temporarily stunned and they'll be ambushed. So let's take a look at that.
107.
Okay.
Able, we're engaging an enemy unit 1.2 kilometers to the east of us.
So what just happened there? Well, Able opened fire on Tango. Notice Tango 3 still can't see Able at all, and that means that they've been ambushed. All right. So Tango 3 is going to be stunned for a little bit. They won't be able to attack or shoot back or anything. They'll be stunned for, I believe, a few in-game seconds, and that means they've been ambushed. So this will allow smaller units to be able to deal damage to larger units, and then do some hit and run stuff, so they'll run away after a bit. But we can just see how the fight goes. So Able's just going to plink away at Tango 3 for a bit. Tango 3 is not even shooting back yet, so we'll just wait a little bit and see what happens. Alright. Okay. So, eventually Tango 3 would snap out of their ambush, but I'm not going to wait that long. Alright. So, the final change that I made, well, not I made, the final news of this video is that my team is expanded. I'm no longer doing this by myself. I've been joined by two of my friends who will be doing some part-time work on it as well. One will be working on the speech recognition with the microphone, which is super, super exciting, super cool. So instead of sending orders using this little interface by clicking on stuff, you'll be able to speak them out loud into your microphone and say out loud, I don't know, Able, report status, and then Able will do that. So that's really cool. And the other teammate that just joined me, he'll be working on the audio and sounds, which with a game like Radio General will be very key and very, very important. So we'll be dealing with both the audio in and the audio out. All right. So very cool. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.